What's going on, everyone? JRez back with another episode of the Rescueality Podcast. Today, talking about something very difficult, one that a lot of people agree with, a lot of people don't agree with, the reality of animal rescue. And that is, unfortunately, no matter how hard you try, no matter how many resources you have, you unfortunately just can't save them all. And that is the hard-hitting reality and the truth of animal rescue. So, there are a lot of rescuers out there. There's a lot of people doing good. There's a lot of people on the front lines, so to speak, that are helping out. Unfortunately, it's just a minuscule amount of rescuers compared to millions and millions and millions of animals that need rescuing. And that millions of animals that need rescuing is multiplying at a speed that we can't even come close to keeping up with. So that's why you hear about so many shelters being completely full, so many rescues being full, humane societies being at 200-300% capacity in some areas. There's too many dogs, there's too many cats, there's too many animals, horses, so many animals out there, and you just can't save them all. The resources, I mean, in some cities, you can name most of the big cities out there: Los Angeles, New York, Houston, Seattle, any big city. There's dozens upon dozens of shelters that, let's say, if each could house 100 to 200 animals, which is a lot, there's tens of thousands of animals that need rescuing. And it's so difficult to comprehend, because on especially social media, you see all the good, which is amazing. You always want to see the good. The bad stuff is parts that a lot of people don't want to share, a lot of people don't want to talk about, because it's difficult. It's really difficult talking about even this, because you could listen to this and be like, "What are you talking about? You can't save them all." Of course we can save them all. I wish we could. I absolutely wish we could, but you're going to spend all this time, all this effort, all this money to save a couple already reproduced multiple times over, and then these have reproduced. And that sucks. That really sucks to say. I'm sure that sucks to hear. I've talked to a lot of people about this, and they don't believe me at all. And I've had a lot of people come to me and they're like, "Oh, you're a rescue. We just bring every single animal we see over to you." And I have to say, like, unfortunately, no. I can't just accept every single animal. Well, then you're not a rescue. Yeah, I am. I can't have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of animals. There's absolutely no way. And I'll tell people, albeit right now, for example, I'm at around 70 dogs in my rescue. That includes all the dogs that are up for adoption, all the dogs that are coming up for adoption, going through the rehabilitation process, and all the dogs that unfortunately aren't adoptable. So that's what I have currently. And it's mostly just my mom and I taking care of all the dogs. So when someone says, "Oh, you aren't a real rescue, you won't take this dog, you won't take this litter, that," and I'm like, I wish I could. It's just I'm at capacity for me. A lot of rescues are at capacity. You have any idea how difficult it is to take care of so many animals when you already don't have the resources? Adding on to that, it's insanely difficult. And that's why I kind of want to explain to people, it's like, my priority is always the animals. It always has been. It always will be. I have sacrificed so much. Many rescuers have sacrificed everything for these rescues. And then to hear, "Oh, you're not doing enough," absolutely insane. And if there's someone claiming to be a rescuer and they just want that title and they aren't, Okay, sure. But actual rescuers that are in the thick of it, doing the best that they can with what they have being the important part, because it's not cheap taking care of rescues, running a rescue, running a sanctuary. It's not cheap at all. Got to think of vet care. That's a huge expense. Got to think of food. That's a huge expense. Got to think of if you hire people, if you need people to help take care of the animals, volunteers are amazing, but unfortunately, a lot of people these days can't work for free anymore. I mean, I get that, but then you got to pay for that. Transportation. A lot of people don't think about transportation, but for example, I've transported dogs in quite a few places in the U.S., multiple different states. I've sent dogs on transport all over the U.S. to get adopted. It could be between 200 to 500 to even up to 800 dogs to transport one dog. Now, times that by however many need to go on a transport, take a busload of 20 dogs at $500. It's $10,000 right there. That math right? Yeah, that math is right. $10,000 just on transport. Absolutely insane. And a lot of people don't think about that. And then the fuel along with that. Supplies. Go through so many trash bags, paper towel, cleaning products. Oh my God, especially if you have puppies. Then there's the if you happen to have a distemper or a parvo litter. Well, a lot of different rescues handle that differently. What a lot of rescues I know do, and what we do as a rescue, if we have a parvo litter, if we have a distemper litter, the blankets and the towels and everything that goes along with that, we throw it away. We don't wash it. We don't risk it. I know that can be looked at as being wasteful, but in the long run, it's probably saved an outbreak. And I unfortunately have known multiple rescues who their entire organization, their entire ranch, their entire sanctuary had a distemper or parvo outbreak. Absolutely crazy. So you could be going through all of that, all the finances, all the physical stress, all the mental stress, possibly an outbreak, possibly a sick dog, all that, and then you're being told you're not doing enough. Freaking insane. And it sucks. It really sucks being on that side of it, doing as much as you can and being told that. Then it comes down to, people who you can trust to help. There's people who want to volunteer, but I think a lot of people volunteer with the idea that they're just going to play with animals all day. And that's part of it, socializing. That's an important aspect. But what a lot of people and a lot of rescues and organizations need help with is cleaning up after the dogs, bathing the dogs, getting supplies ready for the dogs, feeding them. And I'm using dogs, but it goes for dogs, cats, everything. And it's not just playing with them. And I've had people at events come up to me and they're like, "Oh, can I volunteer? I want to do what you're doing. I want to volunteer." And I'm like, "Okay, here's what I need help with. If you want to stay in the pen with the dogs and, we need help cleaning up after them. That means cleaning up pee, cleaning up poop. They destroy something, cleaning up that." And they're like, "I don't know if I want to do that." And that's what I need help with. So that's what the rescue needs help with. That's what the rescue needs help with. And I wish it was just playing with dogs all day. That would be awesome. Every single person would want to get into rescue if they were doing that, but that's not the reality. So I wish we could help out every dog, every cat, every pig, every llama, every goat, every zebra. I wish we could. And we try our absolute best, but unfortunately, just can't save them all. And a big saying that goes around is saying yes to one rescue might mean saying no to another. How do you prioritize that? That's a whole nother issue. Prioritizing which ones you can take and can't take. But you should be able to just take them all. No way. Absolutely no way. I wish we could. Over the decade plus of rescuing, if I said yes to every animal that came in to our rescue, I'd have a bazillion animals. There's just absolutely no way. So I wish we could. And if you're out there and you want to get into rescuing, all it takes is getting into rescue, doing what you can, and trying your best. And we need more rescues. We need more rescuers. We're never running out of rescues out there. There's millions. So hopefully you can understand that not all can be saved, but what you can do is your absolute best. So thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.